Hello, my name's Metadog, and welcome to Dog Pound Dungeons and Dragons. This is a first time for both this stream and me personally doing Dungeons and Dragons online, so please excuse any technical difficulties we may have. I do promise, as early as episode 2, that the layout and the visuals are going to improve quite a bit. In the meantime, I hope you enjoy episode 1 as it sets the stage for this entire epic journey and a lot of crazy and wacky twists and turns that even I, the DM, did not expect to happen. So sit back, enjoy, and I hope to see you on episode 2. However, if you do want to watch this live, we do stream this live every Friday at 7 o'clock p.m. Eastern Time. We have a name. It's because I knew I'm not going to remember this. The city's name is that, Rokogi.
Rokogi?
That's what it is. Does it seem like a good idea? So in the city of Rokogi, it's a medium-sized city. It's not a real urban metropolis, but it's got its own amenities. It's got a dog racing track and a chariot racing track over on the one side, as you can see. They do have a large abandoned section in the center of the town that nobody seems to speak about or say anything about. They just kind of keep away from it. It's fallen into great disrepair over the years. It does have a cemetery bordering it on either side. And then you guys, your backstories for entering or being... Oh. Okay, so Matt, how did you come to be in this town?
I woke up in one of the graves.
Okay, he woke up in one of the graves. Continue from there. We'll allow it.
I'm sorry, I can't stop laughing at how I'm just like, it's just winged so much. Wake up in a grave somehow.
That's fine.
All I imagine.
Matt, which grave did you wake up in? There, now that's M. That's your grave that you came out of. That was entirely unnecessary, but I'm fine with it.
I just woke up in the grave with a bottle of booze. Can't remember shit.
There you go. All right, Noah.
Oh, there he is.
Noah, how are you here?
I'm currently looking for my next case to solve.
Okay. And then, and so actually, if we tie that, you do have the suspicion that everybody just doesn't touch the center of this. Like, everybody avoids it like the plague, except for obviously Matt, who wakes up in a grave drunk or something. I don't know. And, so that's what in theory that's what you're here to investigate, because that's a suspicious thing going on in the town right now.
My character is Thalrak. He is a cleric of the Forge domain, and he is currently hunting for books of knowledge on how to better himself in the realm of being a Forge domain cleric.
How devout is he? How intense is he about his religion?
It's a dwarf that forges things for a living. It has magical abilities in the forge.
I'm just making sure, because there are elements that
he is going to be loving his god if his god just shows up in front of him and is like, here's the knowledge of the forge, my son.
And to put out, I didn't say what my character's name was. He is Alvrak Malkrith Venstein Halvich Dravania.
I'm gonna call him Alvin.
That's perfect.
Alvin it is.
Alvin.
That's exactly what I was thinking. But he does worship Moradin.
Okay, so we'll start out with Alvin. Alvin, what are you doing? There's this town. You tell me what you want to find, and I'll tell you where it is.
Well, obviously, I'm going to be investigating the center of the town due to the fact that no one wants to go there.
Okay, so you are in the center of the town. Matt, you've woken up in the graves. Okay, so you meet each other.
Well, excuse me, sir. You seem to be wandering into the one place no one else goes. Can I ask a few questions of you?
Sure.
Do you have any idea as to why people avoid the center of this town?
Sorry, where are we?
We're in Rokogi. This place has a center of the town where people don't like to be. Are you okay? Oh, have you been hitting the old drink, my boy?
I guess? I don't know.
You have a bottle in your hand right there.
Yeah, it seems like it. I just woke up.
Do you know who you are?
That I'm pretty sure of.
Okay.
I'm Noxus. Pleasure to meet you.
Pleasure. So where did you wake up, per se?
I proceed to point to the grave.
Thalrash is gonna be at an inn. He's gonna be looking for information.
What kind of an inn? There's this big motherfucking town. Gotta be specific.
What middle class? He's not going for the poor.
Middle
He's
class?
definitely not. Oh yeah, he ain't going for wealthy. He
So
ain't,
the
he ain't
brothel?
Going for wealthy.
Yeah, you want the brothel?
No, inn.
Regular
Tavern.
inn. Okay.
Just middle class. He's not going for like the most rundown, scummy one.
Okay, that'll be right here. There we go. The middle class inn.
Middle class inn.
Yup.
Is it just called a good night's rest? But
Yes.
No, its literal name is middle class inn.
Oh god damn. All right, so we're that. So then I'm there.
Okay, what are you doing?
I'm just looking for information. If it points me towards the if it points me towards the center of town, or at least if no one talks about the center of town, I'm gonna start asking about that. And be like, why does no one go there?
Yeah, nobody talks about the center of the town, which is a big fucking area. You do find that strange that the center of the town is basically abandoned. Nobody touches it or talks about it or mentions it. Kind of like Voldemort in fucking Harry Potter.
So is it to the point where if we go as saying center of town in this town is essentially a swear word?
Kind of, yeah. It's a section of land that will not be named. Like if
The
you said
waitress
it,
slapped me when I asked about it.
referenced, like if you knew the names of any of the buildings in the town, like in the
Each
center
one
of
is a
town,
swear word.
yeah, like if you said it, they'd be, oh!
Well, if leads don't point me anywhere specific and people keep being shady about the center of town, I'm gonna make my way to the center of town.
You see these two people talking in the center of town that nobody else talk about.
We were chit-chatting at the grave, and I'm just sitting up in the grave.
So you're sitting in the grave with a bottle of booze in one hand. You're standing there talking to him, and you roll up on this going on.
I just look at these two and I go, "Oi, what's this song about?"
I don't know. I just found him over here in the grave. I don't know what he's doing. I'm trying to figure out what the hell's going on in this town. Specifically, this area does not. The fact that no one talks about it is suspicious. But I'm also trying to now determine whether this man is undead or not because he just popped out of a grave.
Am I undead? I started checking myself out.
They don't seem to be decayed.
Well, that's good. I
not,
think.
You're not corporeal in any way, so that means you're not a ghost.
Yeah, I can feel myself as I'm patting.
I'm sure you can feel yourself.
No decaying scales and or bite marks to indicate some sort of zombification. No. I don't think you're a vampire. I've never seen too many on the side of a dragonborn vampire. We're sitting in the middle of in the sun, right? Oh yeah, no, you're not a vampire.
Yeah, I think I'd be dead if I was.
Salrock's just standing there with his warhammer on his shoulder, staring at you two.
Oh, apologies. I didn't introduce myself. The name is Alvarak Venstein Harvich Dravania. You may call me Al, Alvin, Alvarak, whatever you like.
Alvin!
I'm calling him Alvin. By the way, that is rude of us. I am Noxus. Pleasure to meet you. As I bow and hit my
While
head
in
on
the
the
grave.
Yep. Bow sitting down in the grave.
So I see the one of you is ready to die early, and the other one's just here to, I guess, do the sermon. Is that what I'm getting at with this show? And I'm like casually waving my warhammer's head at you two. Like,
No, not exactly. More of trying to invest. I am an investigator. I look to solve mysteries and crime.
While
I mean,
you
if
guys
you're looking
are
for
talking,
crimes, You should look at the rates that these taverns are charging. They're awful.
I haven't been to one yet. How much are they charging?
Go to the middle class inn. It's not middle class.
Hey, the grave is free.
Also, while you guys are talking, you see something kind of like a dark robe figure kind of like flit over this way into this decrepit building.
Is that one of you guys's?
Nope, I came here by myself.
Last I checked, I was alone until he woke me up.
All right, let's go look. And I'm just gonna immediately turn and just start heading over, slinging my warhammer up over my shoulder.
I shrug and follow.
All right, so you walk in. It's a pretty decrepit building. You got some crates on the left that look to be in great disrepair. And then you have a stone floor everywhere with some piles of grain on the right side that are no longer fit for consumption.
Oh dear.
But no sign of the of anything. Did we figure anything?
Can I investigate the room?
Yes, you can roll a 20 plus whatever you think works with investigation.
Investigation works with investigation.
Oh, you have that skill? Then you just roll that. I didn't know it was a skill.
Whatever works with investigation.
I told you what this was before we came into it, so I don't know what you were expecting.
I used religion.
I used religion.
Actually, that could have been a valid check, so...
An unnatural 20.
You find some rough... Well, not rough, some lines on the ground, kind of like where two pieces of stone meet. It's barely perceptible, however, but they are long and parallel to each other.
Lines?
Yeah, like two pieces of stone meeting up, but they're so close together, like you can barely tell.
Ah. Well, I guess, this is probably a secret passageway, so I'm assuming that you can open it in some way.
I heard you need something opened, and I'm just gonna swing my warhammer at it.
Oh, Jesus Christ!
Alright, some chips fly off. You can definitely see that, there's a separation now. You can see where it chips off below the line of the rest of the stone.
That was definitely an option.
I take a swig.
Why are you drinking at times like this?
Why wouldn't you drink at
That's
times like
a
this?
good point.
For an investigation. Oh,
Is this an investigation?
there's a shadowy figure behind a
just wanna-
hidden wall in a
You
part
want
of town
some?
that no one
As
talks
I-
about. Wait, who are you asking if they wanted some?
Dwarf.
I think, yeah, I do believe that Tharak would prefer a drink than me. But that's up to him.
Okay, so
Bringing
you find a small like hole in a wall.
Oh dear.
Alright, I'll fall behind him.
There's a key opening. Oh dear, we don't have a key.
Is it a padlock? I could try to break it.
It's kind of like a hole in the wall, so you can't really see what it is.
I look at Naxus. Put your finger in it.
Okay. I proceed to put my finger in it.
I'm playing with the drunkard a little bit.
Roll a saving throw versus divine versus wisdom, and tell me what you get. I gotta find it here. All right, you rolled a 13. So you actually lose. It sears off the tip of your finger, like halfway between the tip and the first knuckle.
So it's cut off.
Yeah, and it's cauterized instantly, and it was a bright, almost divine light that seared off your tip of your finger.
Cool.
Oh shit!
I'm looking at it. This is
Actually,
new.
you could roll, or you probably should roll, Kevin,
Oh, okay. Apparently,
It's average.
Okay, well.
So my left ring finger is partially cut off.
Okay. So for that, you recognize it as divine in nature, but that's all you can recognize.
All right. Oh shit! Sorry, laddie. I didn't think that would actually happen.
I'm just staring at it like, where the fuck did my finger go?
How big's the hole?
The bottom part of it's about the size of a thumb, and then that's the hole. Roughly,
if you could, about how big is this hole?
That's about thumb size right there.
Okay.
This is where we're at right now. MS Paint.
I would like to use prestidigitation to make something that fits that shape and put it in there.
Okay. Do that. I'm gonna put this downsize that.
Because prestidigitation allows me to make something with that can fit in my hand.
It goes in and out, but nothing happens.
Actually, I might have a retcon here. When my finger got cut off, was I pulling it out when I was trying to avoid it, or
no? It was while it was going in. It was like a instant flash.
Naxxus, was it?
But there's no penalty for your character for it, so it's a cosmetic defect.
Naxxus, don't worry. I'll heal your finger when we can. I just want to make sure there's nothing worse down there before I waste anything. I can heal you. Don't worry. You'll be fine.
I rip a piece of my already jagged clothing and wrap it around my.
You don't have to. It's cauterized.
It's already cauterized.
Yeah, it was an instant cauterization.
I didn't hear that part.
Yep.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm out of ideas. I don't know. I'm not sure how to open this door.
All right, you hear a trumpeting coming from here, lower arena place.
Do we continue this or do we go back there?
I mean, they're probably just starting a race.
That's true.
I mean, I would rather try to get in here. Clearly, there was a shady figure, and now he's gone. And there's a door with a keyhole that chops off bits of ya.
I have no idea how to open this door.
Naxxus, don't stick your dick in it.
What? Hold on. What brought us to the idea that he was going to stick his dick in it?
As I'm proceeding to pull my pants down.
I'm a dwarf. I know drunk.
Fair enough.
I'm making sure I do this preemptively, because if he does it and I don't say anything, I'm gonna feel really weird healing that injury. Unless you have the ability to heal, then by all means, go heal him.
I do have the ability to heal.
Okay, doctor, then you can heal his dick when he chops it off.
Can somebody clip that? I don't have that ability. Does anybody have my stream up? If you can please clip that, as I need that for scientific purposes. Please, somebody clip that.
I just clipped it.
Awesome.
If he decides to take his pants off, I have manacles. I'll just chain him up.
Are you chaining up his arms or his penis?
Motherfucker.
How big is your penis? That's the question here.
PG-13.
No, I have mature audiences on my stream. I can be as mature as I want.
1 inch.
You got 1 inch, solid 1 inch. It's about to become a solid half inch if you stick it in that keyhole.
The poor boy would lose half his length.
Noxus, don't do it. Do not make me put the manacles on you.
How would the manacles stop him?
I don't. I'll put him on his legs. We don't have a harder time walking then.
He'll likely hop.
Get up.
You're probably going to arouse him if you keep getting kinky with it.
I'm just gonna stand in front of the goddamn hole at this point and make sure Noxus can't put his dick in it. No, bad. Will not going to put your dick in the wall.
Alverick, is your back towards the keyhole or is your front to the keyhole? This is an important question.
I'm facing away from the keyhole. I am looking directly at Noxus.
Fucking virus and threat protection just appeared on my computer.
Oh
What
no!
a good time to talk about sexual transmitted diseases.
Make sure you don't be a fool. Wrap your tool.
So I'm not sure. Do we want to just try and I don't know. Would we try to destroy the door or?
I mean, that's solid stone. If you want, I can take a swing at it, but it won't do much more than alert who's ever inside that there's a bit of a knocking that might lead into some hurting.
Fair enough.
I knock on the door.
That's also
Noxus.
something happens.
I just facepalm really hard.
I'm pretty sure they would know that we're already here if he had, due to the fact that the hammer hit earlier.
Yeah.
We know that the door's here.
Mm-hmm.
Now we either have the choice of staying here and waiting for someone to come out, and obviously the person who comes out is going to have the key to get in. We can either sneak in or just take the key from him. Or I'm not sure beyond that. That's an option.
It is an option.
I mean, I'm down with stealing a key from whoever's going in there.
Is that what you guys would like to do?
I mean, how are we going to steal a key, though? The guy's gone. Are we going to come back the next night?
Well, either we could wait for him to get out of the door. If he's still inside, he comes out, he has to come out at one point. Or maybe someone else will show up and we'll just take their key. Or we enter the room when they're going through. Or however this door mechanism works.
I'm not the most stealthy thing here. I am a dwarf cleric with armor, a warhammer whose head is shaped like an anvil, and if you haven't noticed, there are gems throughout the hammer and on my pauldrons here. This isn't stealthy. I could try, but I'd pretty much be making a bush look like a fucking solstice tree of Christmas.
And let's not talk about the drunk dragonborn that's with the party.
Yeah, the drunk dragonborn.
He would make the freaking burning talking bush at that point. Let's not talk about him. I'm gonna go to the tavern.
I will. I look at Noxus and I'm like, I know we just met, but don't do anything stupid. And I'm going to go to the tavern as well.
Okay. And Matt?
I'm walking to the dog arena from the center of town.
Okay. Matt, you are at the entrance to the arena. There's a lot of loud cheering and screaming and cursing.
I'm just drunk. I'm asking people, it's like, why is it so damn empty over there? And I'm just drunk, stumbling around, trying to get information drunk, but without actually knowing I'm getting information.
Okay,
Basically the way I can describe it.
are you, like, trying to be perceptive of events around you?
Yeah.
Something that's very obvious is that all of the box seats are, occupied by clergy members. So both of you guys, what are you guys doing? You're at the entrance to the inn.
I mean, I'm going in.
We would look stupid if we don't go in.
Okay. So you guys go in. It's actually packed here in the middle class inn. They have a black and white projection from the spell up against one wall of the dog race.
Well, that's nice.
It's middle class. It's not color.
But it's still nice. It doesn't change the fact that it's nice.
It's kind of packed. People are crowded around the projection. Everybody's drinking. Bartenders running around frantically trying to keep up, along with a few waitresses.
I'm just gonna go find an empty table and then wait for a waitress to come over and order drinks.
There's standing room at the bar.
Alright, bar it is.
That works.
So a waitress comes up and asks what you'll have, and she gets kind of looking around like frantically because there's a billion people here.
Just a stein when you can, last. No
Alright.
rush.
She says, "I'll get there for you shortly," and she rushes off. And then Noah, what are you doing?
I'm going to just go to like a side of the room and just kind of watch things from there.
Okay. Just watching the people, the screen, the bartender.
Watching the people.
You don't really notice anything at the moment.
Too many people.
There are a lot of people, and they're all moving a lot, and they are just jumping around and cheering and cursing, and yeah. So the waitress comes back to you, Kevin, with a stein, and it kind of like stands there with like her hand on her hip while she's waiting.
I thank you, lass. And Thalrek's gonna take a drink.
Says that'll be half a gold. Should have just said half a gold from the fucking
Still some
start.
expensive ale, but
Yeah, still some.
The economy will adjust, don't worry.
No, lass, you better have picked the top shelf shit, which I appreciate if you did, but this better knock me flat on my ass for this price very soon.
She says, "Sugar, it sure will."
I'm a dwarf, lass. You're challenging a dwarf.
We're the middle class inn. If you really want a challenge, we've got one for a gold that even a dwarf can't handle.
No. This is fine for the start.
I'd be careful, that's probably Dragon's Veil. The gold one.
I mean, this better be some good shit.
fucking Laurel of Dragon Ale.
Had my experience with Dragon Ale, passed out, and I woke up in the middle of a brothel and owed about 400 gold pieces. Never again.
Back to Matt. Let's say about, I don't know, an hour has passed.
Is the race still going on?
Yes.
I'm betting on the white dog. With
You have money?
With my missing finger.
I'll bet my
Now I just imagine Navis just going, I bet my finger in a game once.
Okay, somebody took your finger in exchange for a gold. It's a shady guy. But he was willing to make a deal.
I found the black market. Yeah, I have a gold.
Well, no, the race isn't over yet. You gotta roll. Is there a luck skill?
It's just a general D20.
You know what? I'm gonna give.
Or you can do percent die.
I'm gonna give you
Or
guys all
dice.
luck. I'm gonna give you guys all luck. We're gonna use it. Roll a 20 minus 2 for your luck score.
Oh boy.
A -2 to luck. Okay.
Well, 20 minus 2. No, so roll a 20, and then whatever it is, take 2 off it, and that's your luck score for the rest of the game.
Ah, shit. 5.
Yep.
5.
5.
Okay, so all of you.
What is this?
All of you. I can't even. All of you have -2 to all luck rolls.
We have a -3.
Okay, if you want a -3, take it.
No, but that's how it works. Every
Is
odd number
it?
below every.
Oh,
odd
then you have a
number below
-3 to
10.
all luck rolls, then.
Yeah.
Which is your new stat, -3 to luck rolls, because you have those.
5, and 4.
You rolled an 8. You lost, and the guy took your finger. However, he did not cauterize it, so.
Now I have no wedding fingers, and I wrap my finger in.
So you're missing the tip of one finger. Did you try and sell the finger that was already missing the tip?
Yes.
Okay, yep. So you've now lost that whole finger. Kevin, you're pretty fucked.
You should let me roll for that, because my constitution is 16.
Sure, I'll let you roll for it. You roll a 23.
That's 20.
You are surprisingly still fine. You are surprisingly sober. Like, you've never been more sober in your life.
I'm gonna. If this is after I finish the stein, I'm just slamming it on the counter empty, upside down, and I'm looking at the waitress going, "You own me 4 silver. That wasn't good shit."
She says, she just looks at you shocked because she's seen dwarfs twice your size put down by this shit. Like,
Twice my size? I'm not a youngling. God damn.
this is some big dwarfs that are drinking this shit.
So, humans.
I'm already slightly above average for a dwarf.
And she looks over at the manager and he just kind of nods and she gives you she walks over with a new stein and says, this is our signature recipe. Nobody else in the land has it, and we've never met anybody who's been able to stand up after drinking it.
Oh, you better not be charging me for this.
Nope, you're getting it for free. It's on the house.
Oh, yes.
And what are you doing, Noah?
I'm just kind of watching this unfold at this point.
And I'm just turning to him with the fresh filled stein. Come on.
Nope.
Get one.
No.
Me and you.
No, I am not. Not again.
Drink. 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 Drink.
I would rather.
Come on, you wouldn't leave a drinking buddy alone, would you? Come on.
I will buy one of the ones that's 5 silver. I don't want that one.
No, come on. Come on.
How much is your signature before I commit to this?
How much is the signature? It's 5 gold.
Okay. You don't have to do that. You do not have to commit to 5 gold.
They do have a promotion. If you can finish it and remain standing for 1 hour, then you get it for free.
Oh, come on. You're a big dragon. Come on. You can do it.
You're a big dragon!
Dwarves have always outdrank me, and I don't have the best of luck with alcohol. I don't want to try my luck. I will get the 5 silver piece one. I will join you in that in drinking, but I'm not going to be buying the 5 gold piece one.
I swear if I had to drag your ass around after this little 5 silver piece pint you're buying, I'm calling you a sissy for however long we're working together. And I will just call you Sissy Al.
I prefer not to drink in the first place.
You're with a dwarf. You're gonna learn to like to drink.
This is peer pressure at its finest, folks. Does this bring anybody back to middle school?
No. This is just social pressuring. There is a difference, but I call it dwarven culture. Don't insult the dwarven culture.
Great.
I am going to regret this.
So are you drinking the 50 silver one? I mean 5 silver?
5 silver.
Yeah.
Yes.
Alright, roll a save against poison.
Alright. 13.
You're at that point where you're drunk, you know you're drunk. You know if you drank more, you're not going anywhere, but you're kind of autonomous at the moment.
Alright, since he's drinking, I'm gonna start drinking, and then I'll roll for mine after we finish.
Yeah, good luck. Go ahead, roll for that. You're pretty drunk, but you are not on the floor. You're about the same state as Mr. Dragonborn over there.
Oh, we're both having a good time.
Yeah, you are.
Good to know.
This is party drunk.
Well, was your drink cold enough for you? In the end?
It was called the middle class drink.
So unique. I must discuss with the creativity department on that one. How did they figure it out?
They named it after the inn. It's their signature recipe.
Oh, of course.
It's always straight down the middle with them.
So creepy. Aiden, such a simple name for such a drink.
I eventually make my way to the tavern after the races,
Okay.
by the way.
Did you like cauterize your wound? Are you trying to bandage it? What did you see a
I
medic?
bandaged
bandaged
it with my own dirty clothing.
Okay, roll a 20 versus infection.
19.
Okay, you are not going to be poisoned tomorrow. Well, infected tomorrow morning. So he walks in. While you guys are kind of drunk as fuck. What do you guys?
Meanwhile, I'm
going on?
sobering up at
Yeah,
this
he's
point.
sobering up at this
I
point. They've been
somehow
drinking.
lost the bottle.
You're
after
about
arena.
another probably 2 hours before that dog thing wrapped up.
How the hell did you?
It's a finger.
I specifically told you to stay out of trouble. Where'd the rest of the finger go?
I didn't need it.
Go.
Thalrek's just still a bit drunk. I can't fix that for you, laddie.
Who needs a finger,
I don't
anyways?
even think my.
Apparently not your girl.
Ah! Roasted.
Why did I ever think it was a good idea to leave you alone?
Look, I found you playing with a man in his hole. I ain't asking questions about how we got together for drinks. You just gagged along.
You pressured me into drinking.
I didn't know such thing. You could have never came here. You could have walked out. You decided to get the drink because you didn't want to insult my culture.
I'm just
Oh.
talking to the two drunk people in front of me now.
This is great.
How did we get here?
That's what's going through my
Like I
head.
said, we found you playing with a man in his hole.
Wait, he found someone playing with a man in a hole.
Yeah, you're a hole.
You...
Whatever Naxus was doing with his own hole, I don't ask and I don't tell.
Wait, I was in a hole?
You're in a grave!
What the fuck did I drink last night?
It's clearly
Maybe he
something
drank
Has
that
a rot
shit.
in my head.
Maybe he drank the shit that
It's
you just
still
drank.
night.
He... No.
Is it day? Did the day pass real quickly with this drink?
He didn't drink middle class. He drank high class.
That's at a whole different end.
He went to the high class inn and got a bottle there, and that was
That's
he
the
got
thing
me
now.
the high class drink, aka the forget me drink.
Wait, I gotta put this in. We now have a new destination.
High class inn.
Why is it right? Oh my god, it's like the most competitive because they're right next
They
to
are.
it, too.
Where's low
Their
class?
owners are actually brothers.
Where's low class?
Their,
Where's the triplet?
their owners are actually very competitive brothers.
We don't talk about the low class.
We don't talk about the low.
Wait, I got that one too.
The low.
This thing right here.
That's the smaller building. There's the low class inn.
It makes sense
Oh.
that the low class is the tiniest.
All three of you roll a perception while you're doing this. Okay, so you notice that
cool, wow.
everybody is wearing clothes that have small religious highlights like crosses. A lot of the people have necklaces with crosses.
Are we all noticing this, or
Everybody except for Mr. Dwarf over there, Kevin.
What?
Yeah, no shit.
I'm a dwarf with the dragon pals.
Is this a very religious town?
seems so? Looks like the higher up people are religious people. Are we in a cult? As I'm rubbing my head.
I've never been here before, so I don't think I'm in the cult. Maybe you're in the cult.
If I'm in the cult, I'm screwed. I don't remember anything from last night.
What is this? Why? If you're screwed because why? Is like the part of the ship, part of the crew type thing.
That's I hope that's not the case.
The screen goes off because the dog races are over. Everybody starts to slowly filter out.
I signal to the bartender to ask if it's a religious town.
He just kind of says, "Everybody here follows the great Lord Lashrick." So it's getting to late evening. What are you guys doing?
I'm eventually gonna get a room.
Yeah, that's probably the best idea.
No. You ain't getting a room with me. It's fine.
I don't want to get a room with you.
You just said yes as soon as I asked for a room. You didn't say anything about you getting your own room.
I will get my own room. Don't worry about that. I'll get my own room.
Oh,
I proceed to walk outside because...
Are you gonna go sleep in your grave?
Wait, I
He's
slept
not
in a
dead
grave?
yet. Are you gonna kill him now? Fuck it, I'm going to bed.
I'm just asking the boy if he's gonna sleep in his grave that we found him in.
You found me in a grave.
We've said this multiple times, yes.
You're not
You
even going
keep
to...
saying that, but you haven't explained anything.
Alright, follow me. I'm taking him back to his grave and showing him where we found him.
I'm just going straight to my room. Like, as soon as I get the key to my room, I'm going up and I'm going to sleep.
Okay, you go to sleep. You guys are in the graveyard, and you roll perception.
Dirty 20.
20. Okay, you notice some shadows flitting around in the opposite side graveyard.
I point them out. I'm like, there's shadows over there. I proceed to walk over there
Okay.
and investigate.
I follow him.
Okay, roll another perception.
Sure, I'll take perception over investigate. Dirty 20 again.
Okay,
Yeah.
you see somebody flit along behind, like, this side.
Am I able to chase?
Yes. Roll dexterity.
Just dexterity.
Yeah, just dexterity. Unless you've got anything for, like, sprinting.
Athletics.
I'll allow it if it's better. If you want to.
I'll take dexterity. 13.
Okay, you did actually catch him because he stumbled over a tree branch on the way, but you caught it just as he was whoever this thing is, sticking his finger into the wall. Door is slowly opening.
I try to block the path to the door.
Okay, well, he sees you, he pulls his finger out, and it... Wait, to which door? Like the main door? He immediately pulls his finger out when he sees you there, and the door closes back up.
What do we have here? As I proceed to walk up to her.
She throws out a hand, and you'll stay back.
I check my surroundings first. See if Alvarak is still around.
I was following behind, but definitely not at this fast of a pace. So I eventually catch up.
Okay.
Now what have we got here?
Seems like her finger has the ability to open this door.
Oh, so only specific people's fingers can open the door?
Apparently.
While you're doing that, you see some light and black tendrils kind of like wafting up from around her feet.
Miss, are you the one doing that? Because I would suggest you probably stop.
She says, "You need to get away from me." And she kind of screams it loudly.
Is there something wrong?
The tendrils start kind of like licking up her body, almost like fire, and become more and more energetic. And she starts to scream.
I back up a little bit.
Within the building or outside of the house?
Within the building.
Okay. What are you doing, Noah?
I'm stepping back, but yeah, I'm just gonna step back, but I'm not gonna leave the building either.
Okay, the flames consume her entire body and then kind of burst out in almost like a supernova sort of deal. Roll a 20 versus divine. So then both of you take 6 damage of divine damage. and there's a giant flash of light. When you can see Noah, there's just a pile of ash and a metal cross,
And I'm
scorched
cursing
metal
up a
cross
storm.
in the corner.
And I'm cursing up a storm.
You're,
'Cause I can't see shit.
I'm gonna pick up said cross,
yeah.
and I'm gonna look, and I'm like, how are you feeling, Noxus?
Can't see shit at the moment.
Well, I don't know if I can fix that, but how are you feeling health-wise?
I'll live. I think.
Would we prefer to be safe versus sorry?
All right, so you do see it. Let's say 5 minutes passes, and Matt, you can see the pile of ashes and the scorched metal cross.
Well, the scorched metal cross that Alvrax has in his hands.
Yes.
Would you prefer to be safe over sorry as far as your condition? Because to be completely honest, that fucking hurt.
Yeah. Honestly, I think we should just call it a night anyways.
Fair enough.
All right, I apologize for this. Unfortunately, it appears that I lost a lot of the audio here on this section. I will provide a summary of the events of this scene, however. So to start off, everybody was down, and you had the village people getting kind of aggressive that were dressed in all of the religious garments that Thalrock was choosing to continue to pray to his god and kind of tell him to fuck off. So they ended up attacking Thalrock, and both Alvin and Nexus decided to help out. They got into quite the scuffle. It was 3 versus 5 that you can see there on the screen. I know that both Alvin and Nexus were able to use their Dragonborn breath on the enemies, while Thalrock was able to power up using his own special abilities to power up his ability through his faith. You can see here where they've started to close in and surround the 3 of them, and they're doing quite a bit of damage there. They are attacking. The townspeople are not overly effective, and they are attacking with daggers. Moving on forwards from that, they've actually taken out several of the enemy. One of them has actually dropped his dagger and fled out of the house. With this one guy remaining here, being attacked by Thalrak, which did end up finishing the battle here. Following that, they did loot all of the dead bodies. Well, not dead, they are unconscious, sorry. They looted all of the unconscious bodies. They did take their clothes and their daggers. The innkeepers were hidden behind in the back room, along with the waitress, who went back there as soon as they showed up. And that is about where we ended this event. We have everybody alive and well. We have 4 unconscious bodies and 1 townsperson who has fled the scene. We're not quite sure where they went at this time. Thank you guys for watching this first episode, technical difficulties and all. I hope you enjoyed, and look forward to episode 2. If you do want to watch this, aside from that, we are live with this usually every Friday at 7 p.m. Eastern Time until about 9:30 or a little bit later depending on the group. I hope to see you all again and have a great day.